Hi everybody. I hope you enjoyed the story that we shared yesterday, which was the one with lots of questions in it about strange things, and it was called Ketchup on Your Cornflakes. Now, there were lots of funny combinations, but every single one of those pages had a question on it. And today, one of the things that I'd like you to think about is questions and their answers. A lot of adults ask you questions all the time, and sometimes you have to think really hard what the answer is, and sometimes you almost have to practice them. Well, when you start your new class, there might be some new adults in there that ask you some questions. So one of the questions might be, what is your name? And that might sound like an easy question, but can you think what your whole name is? Can you think what your first name and your last name are? You don't have to write them down, you don't have to read them, just can you say what your first name and your second name are? Another question that people might say to you is, when is your birthday? And that's quite a good one, because if you don't know when your birthday is, then how can we wish you happy birthday? So maybe you can practice when your birthday is. You might not get the date completely right, but you might be able to tell us which month it's in. My birthday is in September. So if I know that it's in September, that's fine. But it doesn't really matter if you don't know the number, just as long as you know it's in September. But if you want everybody to wish you happy birthday on your birthday, it's good to get the number as well, because then everyone can get it right. Another thing is, where do you live? Now that's really useful just in case somebody wants to send you a letter. So you don't need to have the whole address about where you live, but what road do you live on? And if you've got a number on your door, where do you live and what number do you live at? So these are things that you can practice at home. What is your full name? Where do you live? When is your birthday? But maybe then you can think of some other questions that you want to ask. Maybe some of your teachers, you might want to ask them some questions, like what toys will be in my new classroom, or how many children will be in my class. So you can think about the kind of questions that you want to know answers to as well. But have a go at practicing some of those questions that I've talked about. And if you're getting really good at those ones, then maybe you could think about some trickier ones, like telling people, if somebody says, who do you live with, or who is in your family, maybe you could answer that one. And think of some questions and answers, because when we do big question time, we have to think about, you're asked quite a lot of questions, and sometimes it's easy to say, I don't know. But it's better if you don't say, I don't know, if you have a think first and then think, I know what that question was about, so I'm going to try and answer it. Okay? Because teachers like it when you give us an answer and don't just say, I don't know. So have a go at practicing that, because I can't wait to hear when you get really good at knowing when your birthday is, where you live, and what your full name is. Try and remember your middle names as well if you've got some, because it always makes the teachers interested what your whole names are. So have fun with questions and answers. Bye.